Hey folks, Kilt-Man here, Kilt-Man, at your service. How are you all? I hope you're doing very, very well. 2020, what a shit year this has been, hasn't it? Hasn't it? And for a dynamic effect there, John Carpenter's score for Halloween 2018 blurts out a synthesized blast of shrill disdain for what 2020 has done to us. COVID-19 even reports of bubonic plague. Did you hear about that? Bubonic plague has resurfaced somewhere. Or maybe I dreamt it, I don't know. We've got a mouse in the house, so maybe that's what's spared that on. Oh, he's quite cute. Not that big. Little fella. Comes out, scampers round. Kind of cute. However, he's obviously encroached a bit too far, because now the rest of the Kilted clan are putting traps down and all sorts of things to catch this little bugger and evict him very unceremoniously as well. Anyway, what this video is about is as well as COVID-19 wrecking everything, it's now inevitably delayed Halloween Kills. You can see my previous videos on this, and there's been plenty. And if you've been watching YouTube and keeping abreast of all Halloween bogeyman type stuff, then you'll notice anyway. But I woke up to the news this morning that inevitably it's had to be delayed. Not just till the end of the year or the start of next year, but 2021. October 15th, 2021. Which means that Halloween Ends, the final instalment of this new trilogy, will not be released until, well, now, October 2022. That's a hell of a long way off, isn't it? That's one long night. Jesus Christ, that night's just endless. But will any of us survive till the end of this? You know. But you can see the reasoning behind why they've done this. John Carpenter and David Gordon Green and Blumhouse have put out little letters via Twitter and other social media platforms to say that, look, you know, we want the best possible showing for this movie, and we want that to be cinematic. The way things are right now, when cinemas reopen, they're only going to be, you know, on half capacity. That's not good enough. So when you consider that Halloween 2018 made something like, what, quarter to $500 million, dollars for such a minuscule budgeted horror movie. I mean, they never expected it to do that well. They didn't expect to get a trilogy out of it, but because it did so damn well, money. So even though the film is completed, it's in the can, it's done, and Carpenter's score was due to be getting printed off, apparently that's what I heard, within the next 2 weeks. So we would have had the score. Damn it! Now you're going to wait ages and ages. So, anyway. But the good news is, if we can salvage any good news from this, is that what's going to happen with Halloween Kills now is that they can now afford, Universal have given them the money and the chutzpah to now go IMAX, which not only, the enhanced visual qualities of IMAX cinemas, but also the sound design as well. So they've now got some of the best in the business to do some work there, audio magic, and with Carpenter, providing the score and having a hand in the sound design, those stingers, the elaborate mood and all this. It's only going to sound even better again. So at least they're going to give us that. But we also got what amounts to a teaser trailer. Now, if you've been watching a lot of the stuff online, you're going to see a lot of that footage anyway. But what it amounts to is, you could say, a 30-second intro from the next movie. It basically begins with Laurie Strode's house ablaze. Laurie, her daughter, her granddaughter in the back of that pickup truck, bouncing gorily, wounded down the highway. And as they're going off down the highway, the fire brigade and all their appliances are heading at high speed, sirens are wailing in the other direction. And you've got Laurie going, "No, let him burn, and all this. But what kind of gets me about that is that her house was in the middle of friggin' nowhere. It was a fortress developed and built strategically to be a trap for him, a fire trap, as it turns out. And, perfect isolation, no neighbours. Who the fuck called the fire brigade? Who the fuck called them? theoretically, the guy that picked them up maybe has done that. Are the rumours still there that maybe the guy that picked them up is actually Sheriff Brackett, a returning Sheriff Brackett? I don't know. But so it could be him. But either way, that house was fully ablaze. They ain't going to get there in time. They couldn't feasibly get there in time to put the flames out and save that guy there. But even though we get a few more tantalising shots, a very evocative one of some Pennywise style balloons tied to a fence. It's a very sort of moody shot. Colourful balloons, but also it's Halloween, for God's sake, you know. And we see a body on the deck as well, and all the little sundry bits. The teaser does end with an enigmatic shot of that guy there, just in silhouette, but enough to see that the mask has been slightly singed. I would not go as far to say that it's merged with his skin beneath, which was, I know, he's just rested against me there. You see that? He's like, no, 2021, I'm made out of latex, I might not last that long. You will. I mean, look, he did. Look how he ended up looking pretty damn good. Sit still, for God's sake. And, but you see his face slightly, his mask slightly, and it is definitely crispified a little bit, but nowhere near enough. In the novelisation, he feels, because you understand, you see things and hear things from his perspective, which is quite a clever little move. But he feels the mask fusing with his skin, which actually would be a great way for this character to evolve. That he does become at one with the mask. That is perfectly, in keeping with this sort of style of the masked killer and the whole cult ethos that we have around these things. Anyway, another year to wait. But with the juggling of release dates, you've also got like Candyman, the rebooting, reimagining, I don't even know what it is, but the new Candyman movie, they moved around its release date a little bit. It's still going ahead apparently. Maybe they don't expect to get as much back from that, so they're not really worried too much. I don't know. But it's now going to occupy the slot, the October release date that Halloween Kills would have had. So, you're going to get some kind of horror stuff in October. Just not the Michael Myers bogeyman type thing, which is a shame. So, movie delayed, soundtrack will be delayed. The filming of Halloween Ends, now that was scheduled, as far as I know, to begin filming in the fall this year. It sounds like something fell over there, doesn't it? That's another member of the Celtic clan rooting about, or is it the mouse? Could be the mouse on the rampage. Removing all the traps that we've laid for it. That mouse is getting bigger and bigger. Because in this house, he's dining quite well. But anyway, so yeah, you've got to wait for all that. The filming was set to start in the fall. Now I think it's set to start in spring next year, or maybe the start of next year. But either way, they've got an entire year, and more to get the final instalment in the can. So, and it does at least give them more time to fine tune stuff. It's one of those. Yeah, I'm mightily pissed off. I was looking forward to seeing, Halloween Kills, especially because it's, as John Carpenter says, it's a slasher movie like times 100 on super steroids. It's just a kill crazy bloody marathon. Yeah, I'm liking the sound of that. But, I want it to be the best it can possibly be. And if they released it, video on demand, well, okay, I for one would be buying it or renting it straight away, several times over, very probably. But that would be pirated so quickly that, their profits would just go, and you've got to understand that's their point of view. They want, okay, the integrity side, they want put a product out there which we all get the best experience from, but they want to make money from it too. If that got pirated straight away, they're going to lose hand over fist, aren't they? So that's not the way forward. But blame COVID for all this. It's wrought rack and ruin to people's health, lives, careers, everything. The infrastructure of many cities and cultures have been derailed by this thing. But now, god damn it, it's affecting our movies too. Sweet Jesus. In the UK, I think the first film to come out is Russell Crowe's Unhinged, which I'm looking forward to. Although he's looking really a bit on the chubby side, aren't you? Oh, Mr. Russ. Looking a bit like a cosy jungle gorilla, sitting there after feasting on 15,000 bananas. I know. And he's got a little sort of Santa Claus grin on his face. He could play Santa now. He'd be ideal as a bad Santa. You know, swearing and drinking and farting and attacking his fans, which he's known for doing. Still love you though, Russ. But yeah, back to the main deal. It's not good. You're not happy, are you? Yeah, he's not happy. You're not happy, are you? Oh, he's not happy. You're not happy either, are you? No, you're not happy. But hey, as I always say, it is what it is. And what it is shite. But at least Trick or Treat Studios can really get a massive cavalcade of masks out way in advance of the movie's release, because I bet you they've seen the mask and I bet you they were already lined up to go. Yes indeedy. So be prepared. All you collectors of these things, keep some moolah back, because when that film comes out, you won't just get one mask. There's going to be about 20 of these motherfuckers coming out. So, anyway, folks, this was just a little sort of, hey, I've heard this now, so do with it as you will. Check out the teaser. It's okay as these things go, but it's not particularly, don't expect anything, ground shaking. Oh, and the other thing is, isn't Donald Pleasance via CGI making a reappearance in the flashback scenes, which I hope looks good and could be cool. It'd be great to have, a reappearance from Dr. Loomis. Still one of the greatest characters in horror film history, I think. Eccentric, nuanced, idiosyncratic, kind of unhinged himself a little bit. One of the best characters out there. And a superb, nemesis for that guy. Anyway, I would say this time, Michael, but apparently it's not this time yet. It's going to be over a year, 15 months I think away it is. Holy shit. I hope I'm still alive. Not eaten by a big fucking mouse. Swallowed up by, a hybrid of COVID and bubonic. Folks, it's been a pleasure and indeed an honour to break this bad news to you. But in the meantime and in between time, you guys, for God's sake, take it easy. Please keep it kilted, keep it Celtic. And I'm going to be back. Ooh. Leaders. It's really awkward doing that send-off when you're surrounded by these things. Yeah, talking about you. Laters.